But so the Hall of Famer has this program back in March Madness, looking for their first tournament win all the way back to the 2000 season. And there
this year as well. Zylan told me these deaths make him want to live with a positive purpose, cherish his opportunity. And while he plays, guys, he thinks, Wanye, I got you.
Roz, what an incredibly tragic story for a young man who has been through so much in his life. As a Shamorie Pons on a deep three.
Taking open, I'm impressed. He made first team All Pac-12 defensively, and he's guarding Pons right now.
Only Division I freshman to lead his team in field goals, three-pointers, and steals as we check in with Roz.
I was outside of the St. John's huddle, and the message was about offense, making it easier on themselves. Coach Mullen said, make the extra pass. Too many quick shots, don't set.
Saw Chris Mullen the day before that DePaul game. He buried his older brother, who had lost a long battle with Kansas.
Get defensive stops.
There's a steal by Pons. Make it 8 straight. B, as Figueroa misses the layup in traffic, gets it back. And then misses the putback attempt. But then it's poked away. Pons, can he capitalize? Yes, he can. He's living this thing every step and every moment, hoping that his brother can push through. St. John showing a pulse, and here comes Pons. Can he? Martin dropping a dime to Cherry. That'll get it back to 10. We come up on the 4-minute mark.
I mean, this Remy Martin, Jim, playing with this aggravated groin. He just knows how to play.
Shamorie Pons.
That's because of this. Look at that automatic switch. And his hands.
Pons. Howard's back. Pons stops across court. Figueroa.
Pretty good poise by Pons. Didn't force it.
18 to shoot. Shamorie in traffic on the wheel. The Brooklyn Dodger is on the year on the court against the Big East Player of the Year in Marcus Howard. Simon on the switch with John. Pons has to take over. Down the lane. Layup up and in.
Boy, he can score in chunks. He just wants the ability to clinch some victories.
41-28. Pons with a screen. Weaving. Provich. Oh, my goodness. Changes speeds on the baseline. Marcus Howard with 20 with 13:40 to go.
He did say 50.
7-0 run. All Howard. Pons dips inside. The layup goes down.
Clever. They're deep 40 overall. And I got the feeling Chris Mullen can live with that. Let him beat him.
Leeds coming off a 14-point game on Saturday against Creighton. Pons. Transfer. Here comes Shamorie Pons. Down the lane hard. Pons, the Brooklyn Dodger on the floor. Clark a three. St. John's offensively now really out of rhythm. Pons pump fake. Down the lane. Without hesitation. The Brooklyn.
He's got a mid-range, can step out. He doesn't have many touches.
CDK to checks in. Pons. And he'll have it in a three. Here's Pons to Clark again for three.
Nice second jump by Simon.
And Pons on the baseline and one.
How about that?
1 for 13 from the three-point line tonight.
This is where you got to toughen it up if you're DePaul. Ball screens predominantly. Occasionally a little brush for a lot.
Pons shaking, leaning. The Brooklyn aren't enough for that. I just listen to you. I'll do what you tell me, Coach.
I do the game. I'm not a forecaster of doom.
Pons, top of the key.
Is first. Unable to convert the three-point play. Clark gets the rebound. Scruggs and Herron went down on the other end, so it's 4-on-4 here. It's like overtime in hockey, and the three is banked. A 33% three-point shooter knocks one down there off the bench for Xavier, a three-point lead.
And now Xavier has a chance to get into their zone and try to mix it up and make St. John's think a little bit. The key to this offense has to be that guy right there. Got to make the right ones.
Shot clock at 10. Gooden for three. He's not a three-point shooter. He's missed two of them.
Yeah, he's got to help his team out a little bit and put that ball on the floor. I think he's so good going to the basket. You got to make the defense work. You can get that shot anytime you want.
How about that footwork by Shamorie?
Says a lot. Says, you know, competitively, these teams showed up. And the interesting thing is Georgetown and St. John's, the only two teams in the Big East to not lose 3 games in a row. Says a lot about them as well.
Pons against Scruggs. Difficult shot. He's feeling it early.
Again, you saw the athleticism there by Jones. Just couldn't get it to pay off.
Pons against Scruggs. Pons with the right off the glass. Just is a privilege. He actually wears it on his wristband.
I believe it. High post. The weak spot.
Pons for three. He knew it was good.
Right now with Illusory with 2 fouls and 2 minutes left in the half, you want to risk him getting a third foul.
Yeah, he's the 4th player on DePaul's side that's got a couple. Looks like he's going to leave him in, not going to his bench here so far. Under 2 minutes to play in this half. Pons looking for his first bucket. He gets it.
What I said could be wearing on him a little bit.
Well, he's dealt with that back injury. In fact, it kept him out in the first meeting against DePaul. So he hasn't been 100% here this year. Pons looking to give it a go again. That's a 3 attempts back to back. Oh,
Payne's game over the 4 years as he has become an improved passer. Just playing, coming out at the half. Nice drawn up play by Coach Lato, getting Max Strus going. The ability to knock down on the catch and shoot with quickness.
His second three-point make. Here's Pons looking to pick up where he left off. He does exactly that.
With a bang offensively. Pons, Strus.
Strus has hit his first couple shots. Well, to recap, St. John's ended that half on an 11-4 run, and Pons had 9 of the 11. He's got
vision, the willingness to pass the ball, and seeing Paul Reed do what he does best, run the lanes, and then you see the talent, the athleticism, the stuff you can't teach, the reverse dunk.
NBA scouts in attendance jotting that one down. Here's Pons being guarded by Reed.
He's just so locked in right now. And he's coming off those screens, reading the defense, ready to catch and shoot.
Pons taking it, drawing the foul on Alushabi. He got a fat head. Life is good for Max Strus. There's the finger roll for Pons.
Game win streak, and for Xavier, you can see how all the pieces are really fitting together.
Once again, just 1 of 2 from the line. 10-point lead. Pons crossover, drive. That one goes in. First 2 points of the game.
Around the basket because of this Xavier defense.
And he had ice as Xavier turns it over. Another steal for the Red Storm. He's had ice on his wrist the entire half. Here's Pons, drive. And that one goes.
There we go. He's listening to that.
Yeah. Four turnovers so far this half for the Musketeers. None for the Red Storm here in this second half.
That's a bigger part of how we often see them play, turning teams over and taking care of the ball.
Pons. Inside, Hankins. Too strong. Here comes Pons. Drives. Haynes got it off the glass. Under a minute. Simon Skip pass, Pons, three, got it.
Team that's gone 4-4 in their last 8, and in those 4 losses, they've only scored 63 points on average. Missing a Mustafa Heron is a tremendous loss.
And the opening tap is controlled to St. John's. Our officials tonight, Roger Ayers, Clarence Armstrong, and Evan Burrows. A dynamic trio for this Big East tilt tonight. The most important game when you look at the bubble in this conference today. Up against the clock. Pons with 3 to shoot. Count it.
And you're a guy of Shamorie Pons' talent. You know, you're putting a bit of fear in the minds and in the hearts of your opponent.
Now, you've been in this building a lot as you see Pons. This one, the eye.
Providence, 78-59. You know, this is too good an offensive team.
A steal by Pons. That's Shamorie. Pulls it down. Another turnover. Half dozen now for Seton Hall. Trying to get it all back at once, and that's difficult. Pons, the ball a part of the anatomy. That's a blow and have them sit down for a bit. They lost their mojo. Kale. That errant shot was off the heel. St. John's has gone scoreless now for the last 6 minutes and 40 seconds. But the Halls had a couple of empty trips themselves of late. Pons, beautiful shot.
Middle of using cutters and cuts to get into the paint.
Pons. Oh, the left-hand maneuver by Mahmoud Kalashvili. And it's down to 9. Single digits. For the first time since right out of the gates. Pons, a jump stop. Oh, reversal time. Over 6 minutes gone by here in the second half. From Madison Square Garden, Tim Brando, Lynn Elmore on FS1. Big East basketball, a neighborhood rivalry. Pons, that's a team.
But he is where he was supposed to be.
Yep.
None of this 25-foot jump shooting when you got the size to dominate inside.
Pons. See, that's Kenny Anderson today. Little bounce.
You know, they can get some folks excited. Look at that, just totally careless.
That would be
pretty much what's happened. A.J. Reeves now with 8 points as he makes all 3. 15-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Friars. Here's Pons leaving it off for Keita, who's got 3. Not great spacing right now by St. John's. Figueroa has been the offense thus far. Pons with 10 on the shot clock. Pons to the right, finally puts one in his first. It's almost inexplicable.
It is, and you know, for St. John's to win the way they want to win, they can't play in the 50s or 60s, and in this case, they only have 44 points. So, you know, they need to be scoring in the 70s and the 80s when they're clicking on all cylinders, and that just hasn't happened. You got to get proud.
They'll try it again in the fast break. Simon pulls up, moves around the defender, and misses again. Pons a second try. He's got his first bucket. Figueroa, his 4th steal of the game.
Stay under control if you're St. John's, because you know this team is going to defend.
Shamorie Pons leaning, hitting, continuing the run for St.
Butler on the board, a deep 3 for Sean McDermott.
See, that wasn't good defense. You know he's a three-point shooter. The bulk of his shots come from 3. You got to get a hand up and be closer to him.
St. John's by 2, early going. Set Carter second. Pons trying to answer. And he does. No call. Inbound to Baldwin. Shot from the corner off the side of the rim. And Figueroa has it.
Oh, he's taking Brunk. There's no question about that one.
No doubt about it. Now 2, shot clock at 3. Passes, they got to get one up. And it won't go for Thompson.
That's the guy you don't want getting the ball into the shot clock.
On step back 3. Yes! Here's Baldwin spinning. Kicks it in the corner to Jorgensen for 3. And the rebound to Figueroa. Figueroa playing with 4 fouls. Hands off to Shamorie Pons. He's guarded by McDermott. Pons likes that matchup.
The thing we're seeing today is they're playing McCall, Ashton Langford at the point, and David Duke more off the ball Ed Cooley likes bringing David Duke along like that, so he doesn't have to concentrate on ball handling things, just try to score.
Here's Shamorie Pons, scoops it in with the left.
David Duke looking very good early. I mean, this kid was preseason freshman of the year in the conference and hasn't had a great year, but tonight he looks really good, on both ends.
8-6 start, Pons drops one in. So Heron's on the bench. They are thin today. Bobbling and unable to finish was Watson. Pons wants to go on the spin, the left, and spins it up and in. The open, there's something about coming in here. Guys want to act like they're NBA players. They get in that corner, that short corner. Of course, to the NBA line, that's always the deal. Circus shot, and the layup goes.
Providence still staying with this. This is man-to-man now. They show the zone, then everybody picks up a man, try to confuse St. John's. But you know who's going to the basket here at the end of the shot clock. So, I mean, you might as well load up on him.
Final 8 seconds. Shamorie Pons around Ashton Langford. Tough lefty shot, spins it down with 2.2.
And Ashton Langford does a great job of breaking the angle in terms of feeding the post there.
38-37, 9 offensive rebounds, 10 second chance points for the Friars. Pons on Diallo, pull up, you bet. We have to take over, you would think. Justin Simon with the right, left it short. Pons back up and in.
2 offensive.
Chris Mullen was just yelling at Clark, whoa, 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 let's slow it down right now. Marquette is 0 for 8 from three-point land.
Pull the plug a little. This is sort of Pons' time now. This is what he likes.
Just turns around and puts a 5-point game, a 7-0. Marcus Howard run.
They get almost 9 threes a game, so they will not step away from that. Well, Pons has got Hauser. He's got to take him, I think. Either one, he's got the big switching. Look at that. He's smart. Bailey at a disadvantage experience-wise right here. Nice help by John.
Pons against the freshman.
Pons, got it, and the foul.
Hauser for 3 to answer. Back rims it. Jada with the rebound.
What a great checkup by Figueroa.
Pons goes baseline. That's it up to the right. Wojo asks for the crowd to get into it. I think if he slaps the floor, the place will go nuts.
And he may. Gets down low enough.
Pons. That's going to be goaltending. Has a block from behind. Here comes Pons. Oh, he's too strong. Figueroa gets a loose ball. And there's Pons with a finish.
I think Figueroa could do some damage on the drive if he wants it.
Pons got it.
Just plain solid. No force.
3-point game. Pons makes it a 6-point. Pons,
nice string out.
He gets it back. And falls. Pons to the hoop in the lead.
We're going to play anything else. It was amazing. They told me today, I cannot believe this, but they said it's true. The average SAT score of the Cameron Graces is 1540.
Come on.
I thought 1600 is perfect. You know, Barkley was a great riser, but not like that. Not like that. To me, Charles is probably the closest in terms of analysis of 2 guys.
Shamorie Pons with a chance for a 3-point.
Last 10 points in a row.
Zion gets the deflection in the lane, but Pons takes it right back. Goes at Williamson and lays it in.
Big East player of the year trying to restore the glory at St. John's in his 4th season as the head coach.
He talked a lot about putting the physical imprint in this game from an activity standpoint, deflections, and also...
Crowd starting to get into it. Tie game. Under 8.5 to play. Pons, great dribble drive and finish.
It's a tough call.
The home fans don't like it, that's for sure. Pons. He's got 11. 7th time we've been tied tonight. Under 2 minutes, first half. Pons. He's got 10.
2 silencers from the Red Storm.
Off the turnover. See what St. John's can do now with 90 seconds left in the first half.
Mismatch.
Back-to-back triple got here with 20 seconds left.
But Bishop had Williams on him in the post, and Creighton didn't throw it into him, and instead have to force a contested 3.
St. John's with a 7-point lead and holding for a final possession. Pons. Pons with another steal. Leads the Big East in thefts and finishes easy.
One was in the paint, and Zagorowski finishes. We'll see if St. John's can convert against his zone again.
Under 12 to play in the game. Pons, of course.
This is where it's such a good luxury to have Pons. Not going to be rattled by the environment. Let him make a decision.
Pons, the spin and finish. Under 4.5 to play. It's not a matter for Creighton anymore of making shots. You got to defend.
And right now, you got a guy in Pons that can just handle it, chew the clock down, and go make a play.
And there he is. Shamorie Pons.
Remain good friend, great friends, actually. The game of basketball does that for you. And that's why I embrace it, and I love the atmosphere right now here in the Garden.
Here's Clark with 6 points. He's been aggressive offensively. Pons has taken his time. Now hesitation to the rim. The Brooklyn Dodger is great point guards at Georgetown. McClung short. Oh, Pons in the corner. Now he'll wind up and hit. McClung with 10. Pons now in the corner. Simon a push. Shamorie on rebound and stick back.
Typical point guard. He's going to make a lot of things and make some mistakes, but he's able to live with that. But he puts them in situations that he thinks they can most be successful.
St. John's breaks the press. Shamorie Pons straight to the basket, off the glass and in. Down for his 16th point. 45-42. Hoyas back on top. Here's Pons posting across the lane and goes down. Hoyas.
There he is.
Foul. Malinowski, extra pass, Blair. Oh, halfway down and pops out. Pons down the lane now. Off the glass. High school players, Patrick Ewing and Chris Mullen. So here we go, 79-75, Hoyas. Pons working hard on the skip.
That possession, guys.
Yeah, I'd say you paid attention. Nate Fowler's going to do one thing. He's going to back you down. And if the help doesn't come, he has the wherewithal to go score.
And a nice slash to the basket.
From him.
Yeah, you know, he replaced Chris Holtman here, who left for the Ohio State job. The time that he spent with John Beeline at Michigan really helped turn LaVall Jordan into the total package of a head coach that he is. There's Shamorie Pons.
Jordan Tucker had a layup early, so he was feeling pretty good about himself. That basket gets bigger, it just does. Yeah. As a player, you're thinking, okay, I made one. I know it's a layup, but now I think I can score.
Well, he missed that 3 and it led to a run out. He's chirping. He's wolfing. Letting them know about it. The Duke transfer has 13 off of the bench for Butler. Pons a blow by. McDermott, ball faking a beauty. Unable to get it to go. He was up against the clock and rushed that shot.
But because the defense did what it was supposed to do.
With angles, there goes Pons. He scored every point. Tough pass there leads to a turnover. Mistake by Bagley.
And I think this has to be the Shamorie Pons show.
Oh, yes and one. Hello, how do you do?
That's the guy you want. he's a tough guard.
Little stop and go from Shamorie. No question. Yeah.
For a season, but in the big picture, you just want your guys to be playing at the highest level they can.
Pons out of the timeout. Gets
It is.
1 on one knee, 2 on the same knee. Here's Simon, Clark, Pons, Figueroa, and Heron. The starters in for the Red Storm. Pons turns, got it. He shoots it at 49%. He's already knocked down a couple here tonight. Shamorie.
With Pons becoming more of a threat, that forces Creighton to pay more attention to him, which keeps other guys open.
Spins again in the lane. Oh, look from distance.
Yeah, he's in pretty good company when you talk about making at least 1 3 in every game this season. The only other 3. It's a good idea by Greg McDermott to rest Crumpler the remainder of the half. Keep him out of foul trouble. He's only got 1.
Pons fades, figures with 10. Mintz
Trying to argument is St. John's continues to move the ball and shoot like that. There is no coming back.
In and out for Alexander. Creighton's leading scorer. Just 8 points. He averages 17.
And St. John's wisely sets, spreads the floor, puts the ball in their leader's hands. Welcome to bucket. That was just pure athleticism. Savvy and athletic.
Pons goes, lays it.
I'm sorry, guys. They can blow you out of the gym quickly.
And I like the analogy you used when we were talking before the game. It's like a 5-on-5 pickup.
Everybody did perform. No big size. Nice cross-court use of the feet.
To grab it. Primo.
Pascal really does leave it all out there. Both ends of the floor. Look at this range. Fight. Zone look here. Now, this could be dangerous. You may see some twos now, guys, because of the flash in the post area.
Shamorie Pons at the free throw line. Step back, 18-footer. High arc. 34-29. The freshman playing extremely well. He's got 4 points off the bench. Simon. Make that Pons posting up Gillespie.
He's their other post-up guy.
Inside.
Yes.
He's hit some big shots in the first half. All from the perimeter.
And just that three-quarter court press, you got to get back. Just trying to slow them down a little bit. You got to cover zone now. Should be able to get some good looks with ball movement.
Heron. Figueroa thought about it. Pons doesn't think. That's why.
Lock the pivot foot. Reverse the open lane conversion.
12-ball run for Villanova to take their first lead of the night. 13 for Boone. Pons, he's got to get going. Down the lane to the hole off the glass.
Anybody.
Coach, you got by a lot of guys. You know, save all that flim-flam for somebody else. But LaSalle. How about Ashley Howard, head coach in LaSalle?
How about that?
Villanova.
Yeah, finally got some starters back. They've won a few games.
Beat UMass recently.
Yeah, good for him.
Your alma mater.
Yeah. Everybody's delighted with him, too. One nickel dimer and score.
Long rebound tracked down by Simon. Pons lets it fly.
And those are the ones you got to come up with if you're Georgetown.
And St. John's will settle down here with Trimble in the game. Mikey Dixon
has announced that he will transfer, so St. John's bench is even thinner. Pons high. Working through the post. Govan, the drop step. The fade. Try to muscle it home. Rebound controlled by Pons.
He'll freeze and drill it if you don't play him.
Picked up by Akinjo. Great matchup here. Fade away. Pons.
Maybe an anticipated foul.
Pons is 2 out of 5. The jumper and finish it.
Oh, nice shot by Trimble.
Simon, contact, no call, spins. That ball was tipped on the way up. Simon, somehow the smallest man there, comes away with it. Pons, it's a 3 points for the Queens, New York native. 33-25, Georgetown now 16 points in the paint. Pons open the game from 3-point territory. They've made 5 of their last 8. And now Georgetown has gone into a scoring slump. Pons, the no-look feed. Figueroa.
They are riding that ball screen and helping the baseline. All starts with defense for both clubs.
Malinowski spaces the floor for this Georgetown squad. And we are tied at 44.
You see, Clark does a lot of screening so they can empty things like this.
Malinowski working hard to get free. And lost his footing. Turnover.
Look at the numbers. 4 on 2.
Heron gives it up. Pons corner pop. 6-62 Hoyas. Clark one-on-one with Johnson.
There's that little turnout to pin down. Oh, he fouled. I thought I got away with it.
Pons gets the roll. Here's between Ewing and Mullen.
All-star games in high school, Pat said, right?
And became great friends after 2 Olympic
plays. It's designed. If it's not there, you don't throw the ball.
Govan committed. And the Red Storm were ready. 92-86, St. John's.
Open middle again.
Pons.
That's all because Marcus Howard in the lane. Shot is too strong. Here comes Marvin Clark and Pons and the Red Storm. Pons drives, lays it in.
We had an opportunity to see the swarming defense of St. John's. They're not going to allow anybody to post them up down low without help.
Pons drives the baseline, lays it in.
All over again.
Here's Hauser. This time Sam Hauser turns, fires. Pons grabs the board. Here comes the Red Storm. And he's on the attack. A quick blow. He'll sit down.
Yeah, even with 1 foul, I think Steve Wojciechowski doesn't want to take the chance. And Marcus Howard picks up a quick second.
Pons drives, got it. Minutes. Here's Hauser, the 3. Clark, the board. $15 now. Brian Trimble has checked in. Pons down the lane. Banks it home. He's got 5. Pons is the game high scorer with 14. We got $1:30 until the half. 4-point lead for the Red Storm. The Big East 4th in scoring.
Came down low. Didn't hesitate with the ball fake and went up strong with that length.
Under a minute. Here's Pons again. Averages 18. He's got 17 already. He'll pull up again. Got it!
The ball in his hands, and he's in shooting position. It's too late.
So guard Enum now with 3 fouls. He's guarding Pons. Got it. Powell challenges again. No. Pons clears it out.
You also got to be careful not to force either. Shamorie Pons, look how deft he is.
Stop! Knocks down the...
Those offensive rebound opportunities.
Inside 10 minutes, Pons flips the defender, lays it in.
They're getting good shots. They're shifting the defense. And we talked about this. They got some good looks in that first half. They didn't go down. If they start going down, they're a very talented offensive team.
Pioneers have lost 2 in a row, 3 of their last 4.
Down some shots, hitting a few threes, and just like that, St. John's can open up the gap again.
Yeah, it's funny because you start the second half down 15.
And it goes back to the way they play, how hard they play. they're not just going to look up at the scoreboard and lay down. They're going to continue to be attacking the basket here on both ends. The zone has worked fairly well, forcing some shots.
Awful lot and gave Hawkins a wide open look. St. John's now offensively, good ball movement, cutting and screening. And they want to get the ball to move side to side a couple times to shift the defense.
Pons' man left him. Baseline drive, Hurley. Missed it. Here comes Pons. The drive. Used the right hand and lays it in. Little clock issue. We're ready to go. Here's Pons. Drive. Left hand, yes. Here's Shamorie working on Clark. Missed the layup. Pons, the rebound. Leans in and lays.
In his 7th season at the helm in Staten Island and still only 34 years young.
Yeah, that's amazing when you think about it.
We told you his team 4-4. He said to us, he feels like his squad could maybe be 6-2. They've had some close ones.
Dribble quickly, stop, think about it, catch and go at the same time. You give yourself a little momentum towards the basket. And they're trying to keep this with the 2-3 zone. They're trying to keep that from not happening.
Pond by 1 after the first 20 minutes. They have outscored Wagner so far, 15-4 in these first 5+ minutes. There's that speed from Pons. St. John's by 14, about 8.5 to go in this second half.
Trying to keep it out of Pons' hands a little bit if they can. Let Dixon handle it, and then Pons wants it. Yep, he wants it back to control the tempo.
Good hands to put it in. He still has not turned it over. Deep 3.
Here, averaging 16.5 points per game, 5.3 rebounds. It was 6th in the SEC. He was 17 All-SEC. But he's got an excellent feel for the game, too. St. John's. Now, Princeton isn't necessarily going to use 30 seconds on the shot clock every time.
Here's the turnover. Pons. Yes.
And right there, Mikey Dixon looking, surveying the floor, figuring out what to do. Just a bit casual with the basketball in his hands, and Morales takes advantage. Coach called him a junkyard dog, and he's showing it there.
At 13 points against St. Joe's on Wednesday. Pons, the jumper, yes. Stolen. Here comes Pons. Behind the back. Left hand, yes. Inside, Gladson. Too strong.
Good job by Clark and Figueroa not to foul there, just staying straight up and collapsing.
Pons, 3, yes. Only unbeaten team right now in the conference.
Well, it's just been exciting to see the program sort of develop and progress under Chris's leadership. Here we go. Shamorie.
See among so many of the teams.
I think that's the narrative this year, Sarah. I mean, if the top came down a bit with going over.
12-point lead. Here's Aaron. Ball fake. Dish. Inside the Pons. Wellen misses that 3. Pons drives. Yes.
The detail, 18 turnovers for Princeton, but 14 for St. John's.
Kennedy quickly, the 3. Under 5 minutes now. They whip it around. Pons. Step back. Yes. And thrown away. Nearly dunked in by Figueroa, but Pons is there for the
scorer, not just a playmaker.
Way outside of Poku. That won't go. And a rebound goes to Herron. In a hurry, here's Clark.
Mount coming back out in the man-to-man. They mixed their defense up in the first half. Did a pretty good job of keeping the guards out of the paint.
Figueroa getting the start here in the second half. Pons going left is strong.
It's primarily freshmen and sophomores. Just one senior on this team. And
18 and 14 last year, 12 and 6 in the conference as Pons knocks
level. Coming back from last year, he wanted to prove that he was more than a scorer. He's doing that tonight.
3.5 to go in regulation. Moving the ball on the perimeter. Heron. Simon trying to shake free, down low, and nice English on the ball.
Program. And he is defensive minded. He expects everyone to do their job, show toughness, have a motor, especially defensively. Georgia Tech now goes to man-to-man. Here's where Pons has to be assertive. Look in gaps, make plays.
Deep three, and it's good. First points of the afternoon in the point guard spot.
How about the tradition of Lincoln High School as well? Lance Stevenson, Isaiah Whitehead, and Jesus Shuttlesworth from the Spike Lee film as well.
I knew you were going to work that in somehow.
You knew I was going to get there, did you?
Brandon Alston, his first two of the afternoon, makes it a 10-6 St. John's lead. There's a beautiful Alvarado in transition. DeVoe can't make it 2 for 2. And no one's going to stop Shamorie Pons in transition. That
Pons, he sees the game at such a high level. There's Pons again!
And an easy 2 for... Here's Alvarado. Takes it himself. Can't get it to go. 3 seconds in the half. Pons has it from half court. It's good if it goes, and it does!
Ladies and gentlemen across America, this is my niece, Marissa Van Atta, who just went for 21 points and 12 rebounds in Rocky Mountain College's the Battling Bears win over the Lights of MSU Northern just 2 nights ago.
How about it? Good of the second half gives him a career-high tying 12.
Georgia Tech has to explore James Banks down on the block more here to win this basketball game. He's been absent offensively. They've got to get him the basketball.
Here's Pons going right at Banks. Oh! Pretty left hand from Shamorie. The afternoon for Brandon Alston, giving him 12.
Boy, can he put on a show. Shamorie Pons, number 2 in red. Talk about a go-to guy.
Now 8 minutes to go. St. John's trying to mount the comeback. And it's again Shamorie Pons. Those have been hard to come by against this Tech defense. Pons. Got it!
Mullen called that for an offensive rebound as Banks came out to set the ball screen.
That's the 4th rebound of the day for Shamorie Pons to go along with his 31 points.
Boy, they got Heron matched up with Alvarado low. They want to expose that. They're working that triangle.
Taking time off the clock now, 5 seconds to shoot. It's in Pons' hands, no surprise there. He forces it up and gets it to go.
How?
Storm. Oh, there we go again. I was just going to say, time to get a good shot.
Shamorie lays it in. Caldwell with the steal. Rudia misses.
Yeah, they're mixing it up with the drives, but they're just taking wild shots. Oh, pretty.
Behind the back to Pons. Jenkins leans in, comes up short, hit the underside of the rim. Michigan State transfer Marvin Clark with the rebound, but here comes Pons. Shamorie Pons weaves his way through traffic. That's the old man at the Y game right there.
Absolutely. It's the silver anniversary trophy, and you know, in all seriousness, Heathen Knapp is going to go down as one of the most prolific players in Big Ten history. The numbers, the rebounds, the steals. What a great college player.
Pons looks to settle things down. Pons at the elbow. Yes, perfect on the fadeaway. Sims.
Wow, tough shot.
Way up in the air for the rebound is Justin Simon. Pons leans in and scores. For the Red Storm, so 7 to shoot. Here's Pons. Looking to create. Spin cycle, plus the foul.
Oh, because it's up to him to get everybody involved, you know? We know how good a scorer he is, but, you know, if I'm an NBA scout, I don't want to just see the scoring. At 6 foot, he's going to be with great players. So he's got to make everybody better.
Here he's going to lean in and score off the window.
There's a reason that he...
He lays it in.
I like that. Figure out who's got fouls and go after them. Figueroa's got 3. Clark, Heron, take it at him.
Burying the triple is Pons.
Now that's 2 evens. 2 of your 3 best.
De'Riante Jenkins, tough entry pass for Williams. Pons the other way. Lays it in. St. John's has the lead. That Sims floater won't go.
You don't want to give Shamorie, oh wow, that's easy.
Down the lane for Pons. It's a 1-point game. 1 minute to go. Shot clock. Evans lost it. Great hands by Figueroa. Here comes Pons for the lead. Oh, with English off the backboard and through. The final 1-1. And Figueroa can't hit it. Pons with an offensive rebound and a reset.
You gonna shoot it?
He's gonna reverse it and make it.
Wow. And a half on Pons at all times. And you got to keep Figueroa off the glass.
Pons has it. 8 seconds to go.
Here he goes.
Pons heads to the basket. The floater is good. 4.8 to go for VCU. How much zone will we see tonight from Cal?
I think we'll see a lot because they want to keep these terrific isolation one-on-one guys at bay where they can kind of collapse around them.
Aaron gives it up. The reverse is good for Bradley unless they say he had a toe on the line. And they'll say it was a long 2.
Tell you what, Bradley and McNeil are knocking down Jays. And they have played with really good poise for being a relatively young team. Last year was the 2nd worst season in Bear history. Coaching staff's gone out and gotten some good young players.
Pons with Pons finds the soft.
Do it right there. You beat the defense up the floor, so it doesn't have to be jump shots all night.
Pons. His last season, which was a Cal freshman record for shooting threes, and he's going to try one here. That was the announcer jinx.
Yes.
To perfection, right? Made 67 threes last year. Promptly tosses up an air ball as the timer was winding down.
That's a big basket because the Mo was definitely on St. John's side, especially going into the half.
Pons attacks
on this staff because of his NBA background and Mully's trust in him.
About a 4-second differential. Shot clock down to 5. Figueroa out to Pons. Matches the largest lead for Cal, back up to 7. Pons. Yes. Bradley pulls up. Here comes Shamorie Pons. Pons with a floater. Smooth lefty stroke, no good for Justice Suing. A chance for St. John's to make this a 1-possession game. Pons for 3. Yes! The ball, and he's got 27 of St. John's 75. Pons for NBA range.
Johns and knocking down a triple, pulling that defense out.
From the wing for 3.
Been a foul on Chino Maruyi.
Montez Mathis into the game, trying to dunk that one down. Outstanding defense from St. John's getting back. And Pons off the crossover. Step back, tough 2. How smooth.
Playing whoever the best player is on your opponent.
This is bounce. Here's Pons. It'll count.
Thinks he's going to go 8 deep. Too much traffic putting it on the floor.
Another turnover for Bowling Green. Here's Simon. Nice job by St. John's bottling up Wiggins.
Pons' quick release is good.
Set with himself, getting back on D. Could have cut it to a 4-point game had he hit all three. As it stands, St. John's up by 7. Pons on the fadeaway, and way through the second half. The Falcons led by 2 at the half, by as many as 11, and it has been a back-and-forth battle here. Bowling Green cling to a slim lead. Pons, the one-footed three.
And whether or not the defender's leaning a little bit, just then you could have made the argument that he might have been leaning a touch.
Try going a little too fast for himself. Here's Pons.
And the two, so maybe a high screen to get him going towards the baskets at some point during the set.
Marvin Clark remains on the bench with 4 fouls with just over 7.5 left in regulation.
Yep, there's the screen.
Pons, the floater is good. 4, just over 5 minutes left in what has been a very entertaining game on a Friday night at Carnesecca Arena. Here's Pons one more time, and Wiggins. Pons, the spin move in the left hand is good.
Know how to set up their power shot, if you will, by getting the defender to go away from them.
Pons for 3 this time, and it hits.
You can get a good-looking three-point shot. Touch the paint first, shift the defense, and get a clean look.
The Johnnies have forced 3 possessions in the first 2 minutes of this one. And Pons just...
That's how they want to play, what they do offensively, and he really lets the game come to it.
Chris Mullen talked about his maturity.
And that's going to be important, because for a team that does have expectations to achieve, you need that leadership.
On FS1, or watch anywhere on the Fox Sports app. Red Storm up 7. Andrew Kostecka has all 6 points for the Greyhounds.
What they need to do, because he's been there himself.
Clark pulls short, but Pons right.
Good job going over the screen, moving his feet, and I think there might have been an extension by Norton with that right arm.
Shamorie. The pressure. Shamorie Pons all the way. Up 22 here, final seconds. 3 to go. Pons. Oh my, and Scott. Back out to Sam Norton. Greyhounds unable to break through thus far in this second half. Pons. And St. John's go up against this Greyhounds pressure again. Pons. So smooth.